Hello, viewers.
Welcome back.
King's Quest 6.
And we're trying to remember where we were at. And I guess we're still trying to talk to the bookworm. And what do you have in your inventory anymore?
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
I legit don't know why he won't talk to us.
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
Is his hat an exclamation mark? It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Ha.
Hey, hands
Yeah,
off
this doesn't seem to be doing much.
Yeah, no, stop doing it.
Oh, sorry.
You have to wait for the animation to finish.
Alexander feels a strange sensation come over him.
What?
His skin begins to itch.
What?
His head throbs.
Oh.
What?
We were too slow.
Was
I
that the beast you could do?
legitimately have never seen that cutscene before.
Which means that I probably have to use this other older save file.
Yeah, because there's no time for anything. Oh my god, where is this? Okay, we have
I have
this...
no idea.
Okay, we needed the coal. Go down. Oh, this is actually perfect, because this is before we talked to the beast. I think that's all we need here, because you needed the scythe and you needed the coal. And then you just don't want to go to the side, because
From
if you go to the
northeast
side, they
come
burn
the
you.
sounds of mysterious drums and chanting.
Okay.
Yeah, don't go that way. Okay, so the scythe is what we needed to get through the rose bush, but...
Alexander gets an uneasy feeling just thinking about touching the gnarled, moss-covered trees.
Why?
Trees are evil, I guess.
Okay,
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I wish I could figure out why... Well, let's do the beast thing, because we
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
pretty much know what we have to do there.
You.
A little fawn is feeding on a grassy hillock near the sea.
Haven't done anything with you before.
The fawn is too busy eating to pay attention to Alexander.
Stop fawning over it.
Alexander resists the temptation to pet the fawn, thinking he might frighten it.
Okay. Well, seems like something I should interact with, but I guess not.
No, it's just there for fun.
The denseness of the forest makes it inadvisable to stray from the path.
No, I want the rabbit.
Alexander would look pretty silly diving for that rabbit. There's no way he could catch it with his hands.
I mean, rabbits are pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a thing they're known for.
How about the fun part? Okay, thorn bushes.
Alexander can't do anything with the gazebo.
You have to walk through and trigger it first. Or try to walk
Alexander
through.
walks forward to step onto the gazebo. But the rose hedges on either side of the path, sensing an intruder's presence, reach out their vines and blend together. The path is blocked.
Oh no, so whatever shall we do?
I could throw the skull at it.
I don't think that would work.
Okay, that doesn't actually pick the item. So... Okay. Choppy.
Alexander wields the scythe, determined to get past the magical rose hedges.
More like a sickle.
The
more like
leaves
a sickle.
fly as Alexander tries to cut the branches faster than they can grow back together.
I mean,
He sees light.
looking at him go to work like
He's
that,
through.
I assume he could probably deal with anything in his way, just given that little pokey bit.
No, just flowers.
Yeah, we know how this goes.
Well,
Ba, ba, ba,
well, I
ba, ba.
sure hope you
Ba,
if
ba,
they
ba.
help. But that the
Also, I'd like to point out that I turned into a much
my-
less
I should-
competent
yeah,
beast
your
than he
tongue.
is.
Sorry?
Like, I should be able to continue adventuring if I can walk around and talk like him.
Yeah, but you can't. You turn into like a wild boar. Like the beast that you turned into was like a gray Pumbaa. You looked pretty useless.
Yeah, why do I get the short end of the stick like that?
I assume it's because you're supposed to be like his servant or some such, and you're not like the focus of the curse.
Yeah, what was that thing? Okay. Ba-bum.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
So we have to go talk to the girl, right?
Yes.
Which is sell the crown.
Yes.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
You know, we gotta rescue the girl from her life of polishing silverware.
So she can go polish something else.
Yes.
Doesn't seem nice.
I mean, it's all about choice. You polish what you want to polish.
I'm not going to judge people on their polishing preference.
Yeah, I mean, you polish whatever you want to polish, but you should never force someone to polish.
No.
Yeah, see, now she's here and you can talk to her.
The girl is too shy and fearful to talk to a stranger.
Oh, shit.
Especially a tall, handsome one such as Alexander.
Okay, now I remember why we didn't just come straight here before. You need something for her to talk to you, and what is the only thing we know about this character that she likes? No, she doesn't like murder. No. We literally have had like one line of dialogue related to things that she does.
Roses?
Yes. So she has roses here. Where could we find a cooler rose that maybe she's never seen before?
Oh. In the Isle of Wonder?
No.
Oh, where?
The Beast Castle, surrounded by roses. An entire hedge maze of roses.
Well, we were just there.
I know, we forgot to pick up the rose.
Oh, okay.
Because she won't talk to you unless you
This
show that-
game.
It's like the classic adventure game. Trust me, this one isn't even as dickish as some of the other ones. I think it was Space Quest 2.
Alexander pulls out his
There's
magic
like
map.
a xenomorph late in the game, and if it gets you, it just kisses you. But
Alexander
then
feels a strange pulling sensation.
like 2 or 3 minutes later game time, and like when I say 2 or 3 minutes game time, it's usually like quite a bit to get to that point. You just have like a friend pop out of your chest, and then you've got to go all the way back to the whole jail sequence.
Is there an autosave?
No, it's older than this. It's like the old games, like the ones where you have to type the commands. Okay, you can take a rose from here, I think.
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
There. Now we have what we need.
I wonder if I still have enough time to get back.
You should. I don't think it's that tight.
God, that idiot.
But no, trust me, this game is like where Sierra games
Alexander
were still
pulls out his magic map.
weirdly crafty, but they like not as ridiculous as like
Alexander feels a
the
strange
troll
pulling
puzzle,
sensation.
not troll puzzle, the gnome puzzle in King's Quest 1, or like the wand puzzle in King's Quest 5. Which isn't really a puzzle. That one was just rub things in your inventory on other things and see what happens.
I mean, I don't really know if process of elimination is much of a puzzle.
That one definitely was. There was... for as much as I've played these games, logically, I don't know why the wand puzzle is the way it is.
Rose.
The rose has a hue of the purest white.
Here you go.
Pardon me, maid. I hope you don't think me forward, but I see that you like roses. I thought you might, perhaps, like a fresh white rose.
Alexander can see the conflict in the girl's pretty face as she fights between her distrust of him and her desire for the white rose. The rose wins.
Oh, I shouldn't, sir, but it is so lovely. I've never seen a rose of white. It looks so pale and delicate. Wherever did you find one of such a color?
There are many hedges of them on the Isle of the Beast, and they grow together like magic.
Oh, truly? What an adventure that must be to see them. But I should not speak so, especially to a stranger. Thank you for the rose, though, kind sir.
Round 2.
Do you live in this house, maid?
Well, my stepmother and her children live here. I live out back in the stables.
Your stepmother? Then you're not a... well, I thought you were...
A servant? I am, I suppose. You see, my mother died and my father remarried. He passed on shortly afterwards. My stepmother has no obligation to feed and clothe me. I only try to repay her for my upkeep as best I can.
I see.
Nope.
Is there anything I can do for you, maid? You look tired and hungry.
I'm just fine, sir.
Yes.
Yeah?
No!
Ah.
Why do you want to kill everybody?
Yeah.
One of the great tenets of this...
Cole?
No. One of the great tenets of King's Quest games is you
The
don't
small
kill
vial
anybody.
contains the
usually.
oracle's sacred water. The water has a crystalline appearance. Alexander is carrying a message from his beloved Cassima.
So, how are you supposed to tell her where she's going? What proof do you have that you are who you say you are? Or representing who you say you
Alexander
are?
can't break Beast's spell. The ring needs to be given to a maiden.
Okay.
There you go.
Alexander feels a strange sensation come over him. His skin begins to itch. His head throbs.
Wow, you actually don't have a lot of time for that.
You really don't. Yeah, I know.
That's interesting. 'Cause I have like...
Was that the beast you could do?
No, don't go to aggravate. Don't go to aggravate.
Yeah, I wasn't going to.
Okay. I think just when I played this game, you could click on like freaking everything, so you never miss
From the
anything.
northeast come the... Alexander...
Amazing.
Yeah, it was all the beast
Yeah,
was
I
nice.
love beast
Alexander
first.
feels
Except
a
let's get the
strange
rose
pulling
first this time.
sensation.
Yep.
Oh, geez, that's funny. Welcome to the worst playthrough of King's Quest VI on YouTube.
Yeah, at this point, viewers, if I were you, I'd just go watch a speedrun.
Oh, God, a speedrun would just be...
Alexander takes a magnificent white rose from the rose hedges.
These games are just not interesting to speedrun.
Alexander walks forward to...
Because there's
But the
not
rose-
really
yeah.
skill, right? Like, once you know the puzzles, you know the puzzles.
I don't know, it's that precision clicking.
Yeah, it doesn't...
Alexander whips
Yep.
the leaves.
Yep. Go to town.
He's through.
Yep. And...
And
click,
dip,
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 click.
dip,
Yep,
dip,
yep, yep,
dip,
yep, bop,
dip,
yep,
dip,
bop,
dip,
bop,
dip,
bop, bop,
dip,
bop, bop, bop,
It's my...
bop, 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 bop.
Okay, let's try this again. Round 3.
You didn't even walk on the path. You walked on the grass like a Neanderthal.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Yes, he
I wonder
does.
how long it takes for you to, like, transform. It's not very long.
Alexander
It's like a
feels a
couple
strange
minutes.
pulling sensation.
Probably about as long as with the xenomorph.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Space Quest games. Those were so fun.
I swear if you make me play the Space Quest games.
No. No.
So why did you want to start with 6, anyhow?
This is my favorite. This is one of the best ones.
Oh.
And this has one of the easiest, like, interfaces to still interfaced
Oh,
with.
what? This is the easy one?
Pardon me, mate.
Yeah,
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
it's because
Do you
the point and
live?
click's easier.
Yep.
I.
It limits your
Alexander
options.
Okay, signet ring.
Not a lantern.
Alexander can't break Beast's.
There you go.
Alexander has a thought about the serving girl. He decides to bring up the subject of Beast with her.
Let me tell you about the place where the white roses grow. The Isle of the Beast is an enchanted place. There's a path running through a deep forest. The path crosses 3 magic blockades, set to keep all visitors away. At the center lives a tremendous beast.
really? Magic blockades? How exciting! What kind of a beast? Is it very terrifying and ferocious?
She's
It
into,
is a
she's
beast
into
that
it.
walks on 2 legs and dresses like a prince. It speaks with the voice of a man.
He's a furry.
A beast that talks and wears clothes? How is that possible?
What does the
beast
sound of
magic
fox make?
too?
Not magical, enchanted. Beast was once a prince, but a witch trapped him in the form of a beast and set him on the island. There he lives in a castle in the midst of a maze.
How terrible. Imagine how lonely he must be.
No polishing.
It is a very lonely prospect,
He has to
isn't it?
polish his own silverware.
I have met him, you see. He is indeed ferocious, but who would not be?
He really exists? Oh, how it breaks my heart. If I could, I would tend to such a beast. Such a beast might find comfort in a kind face. Do you not think it so?
Oh, I think it's so. I very much think it's so. You would not be afraid of him?
Afraid? Maybe at first. But how silly of me to speak so. The roses in this little yard are the only magic I will ever see.
I could take you there. In fact, I would owe you my life if you would go. If you truly wish to go.
You are serious? I could leave here? Oh, I have always dreamt of leaving. But to actually go... This is the only home I have ever known.
Home is a hard place to leave, even if you're unhappy there.
But I will go. If I can help him, I must go.
Also, we have this great business opportunity for you to sell Shakeology.
Also energy drinks. Also clothing. The initial
Is
load-in's
there
only
nothing you wish
$1,000.
to take with you?
There is nothing.
Then take this ring. It is his. He will be pleased if you would wear it.
Why, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Thank you.
She's very
kindly,
chatty.
sir.
She seems nice.
Beauty! Where do you think you're going?
To a place where roses grow, and to someone who truly needs me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they just skip it. You don't get to see her hop the pond.
I see you wear my ring. You willingly agreed to spend your life here with me? Do you know what that means?
Yes, my lord, I do. I have been touched by your story.
Pity alone need not sentence you to endure this face.
Oh, but it is a gentle face, and kind.
You look at me so sweetly and are not repulsed.
She broke her
By the
glasses.
light of your eyes, my spirit soars. The enchantment! It is broken!
He was better as a beast.
I am pleased to have served you, my lord. Do you still wish me to stay?
What? Speak not such nonsense, Beauty. Do you think that I learned nothing of true love during my time here? You are my queen.
Oh, my clothes! this gown?
How well it suits your noble heart.
Alexander, how can I ever repay you? I have nothing to offer except my gratitude. But please, take these old clothes. Perhaps you'll find someone in need during your travels.
You have already repaid me by your example of courage, Beauty. And by your friendship, I hope.
You will always have our friendship and loyalty, Prince Alexander. But from a fellow adventurer, take some advice. If you find your true love, protect her with your life. Fear all beasts without the redeeming humanity of love.
Deep.
To aid you, accept my mirror. Now that my life is no longer hung in false shadows, I have no need for it. Give it to someone with nothing to fear from the truth it reveals.
Thank you. I wish you both well.
Come, Beauty. Let me take you home.
We'll polish some silverware together.
Okay. Oh, I guess I got the mirror and the clothes.
Yes. So I would say, since we're very good at dying, like amazingly good, and okay.
The fountain water is cool and clear.
I'm probably gonna die in like 10 minutes now.
No, you won't. So the thing that I have been confused
The glass
about.
bottle is full of milk. How strange for a plant to produce not only milk, but a container to go with it. Beauty's old clothes are very ragged and heavy. They consist of a long, thick dress and a headpiece which covers the hair and most of the face.
And then the mirror.
Beast's mirror consists of a piece of glass set into a decorative frame. The glass is unusually clear, and the image particularly true.
Well then.
Alexander examines Beast's mirror. The glass has a startling clarity, and the frame is quite beautiful.
So I've been stuck on this, and I don't want you to flail, but we need to go back to the bookstore.
Okay. Splish, splash, splash.
There's one more thing we need on this island, and then we're completely done with it, but we can't get it right now.
Completionism is hard.
pulls out his...
It's not even completionism, it's something you
Alexander feels a
legitimately
strange...
need. Completionism is like getting the nightingale to take the stuff. That's being a completionist.
Meow. I wonder if it's because we have the game movement set to fast, why that triggered so quickly.
I don't know if that affects the in-game clock. That's actually an interesting question.
Oh. Lemtooth's back.
Hello. I will be right up.
Okay, so there's a book
Now, what can I do for you?
on his table, on his counter.
No?
Yeah.
An antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter. On the elaborate cover is the title, Ye Useful Book of Magic Spells.
That seems useful.
Yeah, that's the thing that we missed. I thought it was on
How
the
much for
bookshelf.
that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end. Or so I heard.
Maybe I don't want this
never
book.
found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spelled book for it.
Okay, now we have the flag. No, that's the boring book.
Oh. but I can go talk to the
You
caterpillar.
can go talk to the caterpillar now.
Okay, you see that? There's nothing to indicate that's anything other than a brown spot.
And this is the thing, like, if you were actually playing this game and I don't think we're ready for him yet. If you're actually playing this game in a way that you would play this for the first time.
You click on everything.
You click on absolutely everything, and you just completely exhaust everything.
In every screen.
Yeah, and all the dialogue and everything. So it's one of the things that's difficult to remember when you are going through it, like, way, way later. You kind of remember enough of the beats that you're like, okay.
But not all the precise stuff.
Right. So, like, I've just forgotten some of the flags, like that one, that you need to... And actually, I kind of really like this quest. It's really funny.
Okay.
But yes, now he should talk to you.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see. Do you have an itinerant clause?
Yes?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know.
Wow.
Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
I'm looking at one.
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
Alright, we have to go find one of the things that he wants.
Okay, so what is this?
Just save.
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?"
Can I ask him about it?
Alexander already has a pretty good grasp on his words.
No? There, yeah.
Alexander sees no use for that item there.
Okay. So, this is another flag. Something has changed on one of the islands.
But not this one, because that would be easy.
Exactly. So...
But I can't go back to...
Save. Just save.
Oh.
The good news is it's very easy to find.
But my immersions is...
So, yeah, you can't go back to Isle of the Sacred Mountain, in theory.
Alexander pulls
I was
out
just on
his
the crown,
magic
so I
map.
assume it's going to be back in the Isle of the Beast.
Go for it.
Alexander feels a strange pulling.
Yep, strange pulling sensation.
No, not polishing sensation.
Oh. What the... Hi.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
That's offensive.
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could speak.
Speak not. Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
Okay, that sounds like time for the weird thing.
Alexander doesn't want to do anything to alter the tree.
There you
Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you, I do. Go I with you?
Because you just jam it in your tunic, right?
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
So I'm sure you've heard me like yell this before.
Alexander pulls out
where I'm
his
like,
magic
"Where are
map.
you going? Where are you going to?" That's where it's from.
Wow, so like a 20-year payoff.
I know, right?
Alexander feels a strange
this mean I can stop
pulling
playing now?
sensation.
No. I love that little guy though. He's so cute. Do you know what he is?
What?
He's a dangling participle. Because he dangles. He's so cute though.
I mean, yes, yeah. Actually, I won't put...
I think you can talk to him in your inventory too.
One end of the creature resembles a miniature dragon, while the other looks like a possum. What a strange-looking fellow.
Take me home to. Take me home to.
Okay, I that sentence combined with like the back and forth is
Take me home to.
yes.
He's very cute. I like him.
Hello, bookworm. I have something you might be interested in.
Well, what is it this time?
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Wanna see what it is?
Yeah, I'll just teleport back to the other island first. Zoom.
Alexander
When did you
pulls
save
out
last?
his magic map.
Before we went to get the dangling participle.
Okay.
I can save when I get to the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alexander feels a strange
Gotta get the
pulling
book.
sensation.
Where are you going? Where are you going to? He's so cute.
This is going to be you for the rest of the day now.
Yep.
Alexander is carrying a rare book from the bookworm. The words in the binding are very faint. The something riddle book.
Oh, use it on yourself or use the hand on it or something.
Alexander opens the rare book and looks inside. The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders? More importantly, what was the answer?
Interestingly enough, we already know the answer. We don't know what the riddle is, though.
No concept.
It's okay.
Alexander sees nothing of interest there.
There's a riddle later.
Save.
And I highly doubt you remember the answer.
Do you have to type it in or you get to pick from a list?
I think you type it in.
Ah,
It's not a hard riddle.
just obscure?
I wouldn't even say it's obscure. I think it was like I think it was specifically made up for this game. Like I don't think you would have heard it before. It's not like one of the Gollum riddles or anything.
Hello. I will be right up.
Hello, friend.
Now, what can I do for you?
Give me a book. Bah.
Perhaps Alexander should show Bookworm's book to the shop owner before leaving it in the shop.
remember where...
There's no reason to use that on the books.
There you go. It's usually the top corner.
Split the difference.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
Alexander is carrying a book from the bookshop. The cover says, Ye Old Spell Book.
That was useful spell book. Magic paint spell.
So, this is very, very important.
Oh yeah, I don't cast, because...
You don't have anything to cast it
Alexander
anyway.
carefully reads the instructions for a spell entitled Magic Paint Spell.
Like, you will notice we don't have Styx water. I think you can turn the pages. Yeah, there.
Make it real what I draw according to this. It seems pretty powerful, actually. I have a vial of sacred water,
You do?
but not a vial of falling water.
You just need falling water.
I have a teapot.
You do.
Is it full of tears? Tears are salty. Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters three have I for tea, brew a tempest now for me. I have a skull. And I got maiden's hair. And a bit of sulfur, brackets brimstone. Don't have hot oak embers, though.
This is the last page.
So now you know what we're looking for. So where have we seen falling water?
There was a waterfall on the island of the mist.
On the mist?
Thought it was the mist, wasn't it?
No, there was no waterfall there.
So, we have a feather.
So here's the thing, though. We need the first thing I would go to get actually is the salt, not from the sea. So you're on the right track with the tears, but who is crying?
Are there plants on the...
Old lamps for new! Old lamps for new!
What were you gonna say before he interrupted you?
One of the weird things in the Isle of Wonder.
Yeah,
See, the Isle of Wonder just seems like a place that a wizard, like an old school D&D wizard, would roll up to and be like, all the spell components, just harvest that place clean.
Yeah, kind of.
Alexander pulls out his magic
It's got a lot
map.
of weird stuff.
And then no more talking, no more oysters, no more plants,
That's where you are now. Yes.
Alexander feels a strange
no more
pulling
joy,
sensation.
no more bookworm, no more dangling participle. All spell components.
I don't know what kind of spell you're casting with a dangling participle, but... Oh, there's also... Oh
Probably
my god.
unfinished one.
Okay, save the game. One of my favorite sequences is coming up. I just don't know if it's like now or later.
No, swamp water.
Oh, we don't have the stuff for it yet. That's fine.
That twig looks like he has something to say.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp.
Getting across it seems like a bad idea, too.
Yep, don't.
There's milk bottles.
You've got one.
There's the doll.
Yes. Okay, so something... There's a couple things on this screen now.
Alexander picks up the bottle.
Okay.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me." That's rather forward of it.
No.
What?
It's an Alice in Wonderland reference.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Goo goo gaga.
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet.
There you go. Baby's tears.
How do you make them cry, though?
Hmm.
No!
Oh.
Also, there's something else on here that I don't want you to miss, so just make sure that you look around.
Hmm?
No.
Alexander gets closer.
Back off, bucko.
Oh. Excuse me.
They're sour grapes.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Oh, I could drop another one in that thing.
You can't. It doesn't do anything. Well, you can, but it doesn't do anything.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Zounds, those wallflowers sure are. Alexander takes the teacup.
So how do you make babies cry?
Kick him.
You're bad at this.
The knife would definitely work.
You don't have a kick in your inventory.
The knife should work.
No. Think like a King's Quest game.
Shake them like a British nanny.
Oh my god. Something in your inventory.
Stinky flower.
No.
Show them the truth if they're decapitated freaks.
No.
Hit them with a scythe.
Oh my god.
Angry tomato. Set them on fire.
You make them jealous.
How make them jealous?
What do you think babies eat?
Baby food?
Yeah. What's baby food, Dave? What do you have in your inventory? It's in the other page.
Tomatoes?
No, up. Up. Over. Wrong way. You're just being obtuse now.
Milk?
Yeah.
Oh. Why would that make them cry?
Try and find out.
Alexander drinks the milk and discards the bottle. Yum.
Good job.
Next time, you'll just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Yeah, next time you'll just stop being obtuse.
This would make them jealous, so I
Yeah,
assume that would
yeah.
mean I should drink it.
Just give one of them the milk.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The
See?
other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some
See?
reason.
They're very sad now.
No. Teacup?
In a teapot. The closest thing you have to a teapot. Let me harvest your tears.
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp.
So, now that we have the tears, there's one more thing we need from... Actually, I'd go through the doors, see if the queens are there again.
I don't know. This wonderful tone and great.
It's actually... This is just the soundtrack of my life, living with you.
Hmm. 8 squared.
Nobody is going to understand that reference.
Nope. Just you.
Yeah, okay. Can chat to the queens again.
Your Highness may as well spend her royal time contemplating something else. The lump of coal shall be sent to the Castle of the Crown under my name, and that's all there is to it.
No, it shan't.
Yes, it shall.
If the coal is sent in your name, I shall royally decree a ban on all red on this isle.
You do, and I shall royally decree that white shall be henceforth used for all mopping up of cabbage stew.
You wouldn't dare!
Oh, wouldn't I?
Oh, it's you! Have you thought of any more of those brilliant ideas of yours?
Meh?
No! So the whole squabble is that they have one lump of coal.
I found the two of you another lump of coal so that you can stop fighting over the one you have.
Oh, let me see! A lump of coal! And what a beauty it is, too! Oh, marvelous! Now we can stop fighting, sister. Your Highness can just keep the old lump of coal, and I'll take this new one.
Quite right. That settles everything.
As a token of our endless esteem and royal favor, please accept this magnificent and truly incredible spoiled egg.
Thanks.
You know, Graham's not at a loss for words very often.
Let
This
me
isn't
see
Graham.
that lump of coal, Your Highness.
This is Alexander.
Oh, sorry.
It is a beauty, isn't it?
Why, it's bigger than my lump of coal. Let me have it immediately.
Over my dead body, Your Highness. It's my lump of coal, and it is indeed larger and much grander. Just look at that sheen.
I demand you exchange with me immediately.
Yeah, nice little bit of fourth wall break in there. Okay.
Alright, so what else do we need for the spells that we can potentially get now?
Alexander is carrying a book from the bookshelf.
So swamp ooze we need to get. River Styx water we don't have. We do have a horse feather,
Yep. Well, how do you know it's a horse feather?
I assume. Salt water we've got. Sacred water we've got. Falling water we don't have, but that should be pretty easy.
It is, yeah. So, following the directions, we mix the salt and sacred waters in the teapot, and then add the falling water. So we can put the sacred water in the teapot.
We don't have oak embers.
Nope.
I guess we have sulfur now with an egg.
Yep.
Okay, so we need oak embers.
Which, we'll get that eventually. So, the swamp ooze and all of that stuff, I believe...
Sacred water goes in the teapot?
Yeah, sacred water goes in the teapot.
Which is that?
Yeah. I don't think we have to do the swamp ooze yet, because that's for the paint, right?
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp with the baby's tears. The vial, now empty of its sacred fluid, disintegrates.
So, we have to go get the falling water next.
See, this is a good place to get swamp ooze.
Yep.
Save.
You are welcome to try to get swamp ooze right now if you want.
I'll probably just die.
I don't know if you can do that yet, but, like...
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close. Why would Alexander want to throw that in the swamp?
You know, let's just save and then see what happens.
What are you going to try?
Let's try to grab the swamp ooze in the bare hand.
Yuck. Alexander doesn't want to put his bare... Yuck.
He's not that dumb.
The swampy bog sinks beneath Alexander's weight. He feels himself being sucked slowly but firmly down into the muck. As the marshy water fills Alexander's mouth, he thinks that although he'd always wanted to try a mud bath, this is hardly what he had in mind.
For, you know, drowning in a swamp. He's quite calm about it, all things considered.
I know, right?
Tickets. Oh. Next.
Do you ever get that sinking feeling?
Ah.